Dr. Joplin. There you are. I've been looking all over this hospital for you.
Is there something I can do for you, Miss Lord?
It is Dr. Lord, and you know it.
Yes, of course. And again, I'd like to say how sorry I am.
Oh, save it. I just want to find out what you are hiding about my niece's baby's death.
Oh, you're out of your bed. Well, you must be feeling a little better then.
A little better.
Well, what's this?
Marcy gave it to me.
That was sweet of her. It's very, very pretty.
There wasn't anything to put in it. But then here, Langston had gone to her grief counselor, and they said that it would help me if I had something of hopes to remember her by. So Langston contacted Dr. Joplin and got this lock of Hope's hair.
Oh, bless her heart for doing that.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna be getting out of here very soon.
But it'll be good for me to get out of here.
Yeah, I know. But you know, before you do, there's something I need to tell you. Something that, well, I just don't want you to hear it from anybody else.
You're scaring me.
It's about your father.
Don't you ignore me, you selfish little bitch! Damn it, Jessica, let me out! Jessica! Jessica! Jessica!
How are you feeling, Jess?
Guilty and ashamed. I tried to murder my sister.
Are you listening to me? I have to get out! Come on! You let me do the heavy lifting during the pregnancy, so have a heart now! Please, I need to know that my baby's okay!
I tried calling Dad like 3 times and he hasn't called me back.
Well, that would make a lot of sense.
Why? Is there something wrong with him?
Not physically, no.
Did he hear about my baby?
Yes, he did.
What was his reaction? Why are you acting so weird? What's going on?
Well, I'm just having a really hard time trying to figure out how to say this to you, sweetie. It's gonna be very difficult for you to hear.
Okay, could you just spit it out?
All right, well, to start with, Marty Saybrook is alive.
We're right back where we were, aren't we?
We're where we were.
What do I want, Tess? First of all, I want you to stop screaming.
You did this. You did this, didn't you? You helped Jessica force her way out.
Jessica's having her own angry feelings right now. She doesn't need you.
So I'm locked back up in here?
Unless you're needed again.
Has anyone ever told you that your timing royally sucks?
Has anyone ever told you you're more trouble than you're worth?
Jessica doesn't want to know that there's anything wrong with her baby, okay? She wasn't crying.
The baby's fine, I assure you.
How the hell would you know how my baby is?
I'm not hiding anything.
Has an autopsy been done? Is there a report?
Look, this is a terrible tragedy, and I
Is
understand
there
why.
an autopsy report?
The various lab results haven't come back yet. These things take time, as I'm sure you're aware, Dr. Lord.
Oh? Why would I be aware of that, or anything else for that matter? Nobody is sharing information with me. Do you know I wasn't allowed to step a foot into the morgue? Can you explain that to me?
You're no longer on staff here. Therefore, you're not allowed to poke around in the morgue or anywhere else in this hospital.
Poke this. I went to the NICU. They were a lot more forthcoming than you are being, and they said that my niece's baby never was admitted at any time to that unit. Now, can you explain why?
Cole's mother?
Is alive.
He's alive? Oh my God. Does he know?
Yeah.
Does Cole know?
Yes, he does.
He does. Oh my gosh, he must be so excited and happy. Okay, why aren't you happy, Mom? Is Cole's mom okay?
She survived the crash, and but she had some serious injuries. She had a head injury, and because of that, she lost all of her memories. So she doesn't remember anything that happened before the accident, and she doesn't remember Cole.
She doesn't remember her own son.
No.
He must be out of his mind.
Yeah.
To have his mom back after thinking that she was dead for so long, but then she doesn't even remember him. It's like he has her back, but he doesn't. How could something like that happen?
Well, that's where your dad comes in.
You said before that Dad did something. Did he do that to Marty?
And I'm sorry. If you're ever gonna gain control over Tess for good, you can't do it alone.
I'm the one that's aware of everything that goes on in Jessica's mind and everything in the real world. Bully for you, Bessie. I'm telling you, the baby is fine.
I don't believe a word that you say. And don't give me that crap about how you know what goes on in the real world. You don't go out. All you do is hang around here in the dark, peering down your nose at us with those stupid glasses on like we're some kind of science experiment.
I do what I have to do to be prepared in a crisis.
Don't give me that.
I'm the crisis manager. You don't even go out.
Going out is vastly overrated. I have better ways to spend my time.
Oh, really? Doing what? Look, I have a life. I carried a baby for months during a pregnancy. I watched it get born.
Next time, go to a hospital.
She wasn't crying.
Maybe she had nothing to cry about.
No, all babies cry when they're born. Any moron knows that.
Maybe you passed out.
No. I waited to hear her cry. I waited to hear something, and there was nothing. There was no sound, nothing. So don't you just stand there and tell me that my baby is fine.
But I'm here now, with Bess. It's my job to take care of Jessica no matter what. She's been through so much. I can't let her know that her baby died. We kill her and we can't have that. That's why you're here, to replace her baby. To give Jessica hope.
Why is there no autopsy report? Why is there no explanation of why that baby died? And only this frantic rush to get her to a unit where they say she never arrived.
In the first place, I did explain it. I said I didn't like the way her heart sounded.
Why wasn't she admitted to the NICU?
She was.
That's not what the nurses there are saying.
Well, it was an emergency, so maybe they didn't stop to do the paperwork and now they're covering. Or maybe you were being as rude to them as you're being to me now. Maybe you were talking down to them and they just wanted you to go away.
And is that what you want, Doctor? For me to just go away before I find out what the real cause of death for that poor baby was?
What did Dad do to Cole's mom?
Your father has been keeping Marty at his house for months.
What?
He told her enough truth about herself to get her to trust him, but he also filled her head with a bunch of lies, and he didn't tell her what he had done to her, and he didn't tell her that she had a son.
Why would he do something like that? Was it to get back at Cole?
Or me, John, I don't know. I guess anybody that hurt him. But my guess, it was just a warped attempt to undo everything that he did to Marty.
The rape?
I'm thinking he believed that if he could get Marty to see him for the man that he's become, other than the man that he was, that, you know, he could just offload all of his guilt.
Oh, my God.
But it got out of hand. he somehow convinced himself that he was in love with Marty. And because Marty couldn't remember anything or didn't know her life before, she started to fall in love with him, too.
How did you think that that was gonna work?
Oh, Starr, you know, your father, you know, he thinks anything can work if he puts his mind to it, no matter how sick or destructive it is. If John hadn't have stopped him, I'm pretty sure that your father and Marty would be long gone from Landview by now.